Hello, this is Sir Eddie, the founder of the Hans Fashion Academy, a school where confidence is built. In continuation with our teaching, today we shall be teaching you how to measure fabric. It's a fundamental thing you need to know if you have to be involved in the fashion business and you go to market to buy fabric. You need to know how to measure and buy fabric. Remember that fabric has two edges. It has the length and the width, and this you have to know. The length, which is the measurement along the selvage edge, tells you how much of the fabric you want to buy. That is the yards or in meters, depending on which of the country you're operating from and which one you consider much. The width of the fabric is the measurement from selvage edge to selvage edge. I'll show you these things with the samples of the fabric I have on the table here. Looking at the fabric I have in my hands now, like I told you about the length, which is the measurement along the selvage edge. This is the selvage edge, and this is where they take the measurement when you want to buy. If you're measuring along this place, it tells you how much of the quantity of the material you want. That's like 1 yard, half yard, and a quarter yard. This is where you measure if you want to know that. Look at this, it has a border-like edge. Then the other part of the fabric, which is the width of the fabric, is the part of the fabric that frays. If you look at it, if I draw it now, you see the end of the fabric is coming out. This part of the fabric just tells you how wide the fabric is, which can be by 45 or by 60 or by 90. When they say by 45, that's to say you have to have it in 45 inches. When they say by 60, it has to be in 60 inches. When they say by 90, it can be shorter depending on how the manufacturer of the fabric manufactured the fabric. An example of what I was talking about, this I've shown you already. You've seen this. I will show you that same thing I'm talking about on another fabric. If you look at this, the edge, which is the length of the fabric, the selvage edge is this. This is where you take a measurement when you're buying the material, not the other side. So the width of the fabric is this part. If you look at this, this is not too long. If I take the measurements, I will tell you how wide the width of this is. This is 37 inches. So the width of this fabric is 37 inches. But if I go to buy and I want to buy 1 yard, I will just measure from here along the selvage edge of the fabric. This is where I'll measure. Then if I need half, it will be half of 36, which is 18. If I need quarter, it will be half of 18, which is 9. So you need to know that. Let me use another fabric to show you an example, because the selvage edge of fabric, they vary. So when you see them, you don't just get confused. But just remember that the part we are going to cut, or they are going to cut when they are selling you the fabric, is the width, which is the part of the fabric that you can draw at the end of the fabric that frays. So that's what I want you to understand. Another one, like an Ankara material I have here also, is a good example of how to know the selvage edge, which is the length of the fabric that you measure when you want to buy, to tell you how much of the fabric you need. Look at it. If you look at the other part, which is the width of the fabric, it has, I can pull at the end of the fabric, which is where you're actually going to cut after you've measured your material by the quantity you want. That can be either 2 yards, 1 yard, or half yard. Thanks for watching the video. Remember to subscribe, remember to like, remember to add a comment and ask your questions if there are things you don't understand that we've discussed, for we shall give you a reply. Thank you very much.